Love is an unconditional commitment to an imperfect person. To love somebody isn't just a strong feeling, it's a decision, a judgment, and a promise.
Alright, alright, alright. Okay, okay, okay. I got the formula, 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 I got the formula. Hocus pocus pocus to the trash bar. Hocus pocus to the trash bar. Hocus pocus to the trash bar. Hocus pocus to the trash bar. I got the formula, 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 I got the formula. Hocus pocus pocus to the trash bar. Hocus pocus to the trash bar. Hocus pocus to the trash bar. Hocus pocus to the trash bar. Call me Dracula, whipping a spatula, ship it and pack it up, send it to Africa. They gonna suck it up. I am spectacular, I am a bachelor, everything natural, up in the maximum, working the maximum.
Hello, this is CJ and CJ, and we're the Joneses. So today I'm up here with baby, and she's on her third day of recovery. And so we decided to document her recovery. So Cookie, can you tell us what procedure you had done?
Yes, I had spinal.
Baby, turn that down. They can't hear you.
Spinal infusion reversal, which is they took the hardware out of my spine and replaced the metal with synthetic bone marrow. So from level L3 through L5 S1, I had hardware screws, and but one of the levels didn't successfully fuse all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was I had a reaction, and it had massive inflammation of the muscle and scar tissue when they cut me open,
Mm-hmm.
when they removed the hardware. And then instead of putting new hardware in there, the surgeon decided to put synthetic bone marrow. During this process, we hope that it recovers and it heals correctly this time.
So, Cookie, can you tell the viewers that are watching why you initially had to have the surgery in the beginning? What was the cause of this whole thing?
The cause of the surgery from the first time is I had slip disc, which the problem occurred when I was playing basketball, apparently, and I had some kind of injury where the disc itself, a bone had the bone has grown around it to cage itself
Oh, wow.
to protect the disc. Um, our body is amazing, so somehow it just built a cage around it. So during over a time of me from age, height, and gravity, the wear and tear with the athletic sports and physical work, it just put more strain on the disc itself. And so I was told that I needed emergency surgery to fix the disc before it goes all the way over and damage my nerve. But during the first surgery in the process, the surgeon botched the job. He did a half job. So he only fused half of the spine by putting brackets on one side instead of on both sides. And when that happened, some other things happened which occurred, which I had caught an infection in the lower spine and led up to more surgeries.
And what number surgery is this for you on your back?
This is number 4. This is the fourth surgery of trying to correct and trying to fix the L3 through L5 S1 bulging disc, and to eliminate disc movement from getting on my nerve, that radiates, the nerve that radiates down to my down the back of my legs and the side of my legs down to the bottom of my feet, which is really L5S1.
So have you had any other basketball related injuries, and if so, what were they?
I have 3 neck discs that are protruding, but it's not protruding enough for them to do surgery. I have a over rotated cuff on my right shoulder, and I found out I have a contusion hematoma on my right iliac crest, which is your hip, and I have got 3 knee surgeries for dislocated patella to no college and tendonitis, arthritis and tendonitis in right ankle.
So, before we end for today, what would you like to tell athletes that are currently still playing, and what would you recommend?
What I tell athletes, I tell them to protect themselves. It was a lot of drills. There was a lot of drills and exercise and unnecessary stuff that we were told to do to get in shape, like running on concrete in the bleachers or the stadium, football stadium, running without any protection with like insoles in your shoes, playing in all kinds of weather without any protection on your knees, your wrists, your back, falling, going up for a layup. This is what most people do, going up for a layup, and then the player cuts through or sort of pulls you down and you fall. You try to break your fall with your hands, but you twist your back, and that's like one of the main things. Or diving hard on the ball for the ball to retrieve the ball. They say you have to sacrifice your body, or taking charges with your body where you get in direct impact in the front and that blast knocks you over and you're supposed to slide on your butt. But most of the time we don't slide on our butt. We slide on the tail end of our butt bone, which leads down to the L5S1. A lot of that stuff, some of that stuff, some coaches still do, but what I recommend is for coaches and athletes to look into practicing using bands instead of just hard weights, free weights. Protect themselves by putting insoles in your shoes, wear compression shorts, compression pants, cover your knees up as much as possible. Make sure you stretch. A lot of times we tell people to go get ready and do a warm-up. We don't stretch properly, and that occurs a lot of injuries. Stretching and using bands. Bands will strengthen your tendons around the muscle versus doing all free weights and just strengthening the muscle. And water aerobics. That resistance of the water also will strengthen the tendons around the muscle, and the result will lead to less injuries.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back with another episode of Road to Recovery. If you have any questions, you can email Cooky at
One Way to Rise, the number 1, WAY, number 2, RISE at gmail.com. And also you can check out my webpage at One Way to Rise, number 1, WAY, number 2, RISE .com. Also, I own a nonprofit. If you would like to donate to my cause, which is improving the health and quality of education and sports services for children and teens and youth in the district. Please donate.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll review all your questions that you have and cover them in our next episode. Thanks for watching, CJ and CJ. Mwah.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay.
Next week on Candice and Cooky.
Been in the hospital for about 5 days. My surgery was on Monday, May the 14th, 5 o'clock. And I just got notified that my room is ready for the second stage. I'm going to NIH, which is a National Rehabilitation Center. And for 7 days, I will be going through vigorous physical therapy.